I'm here at the Motorhome and Caravan Show 2025 here at the NEC, and in this video I'm going to be covering every angle of this show, every hall, to reveal all the exciting motorhome models, the new camper vans, all the exciting tech and all the exciting gadgets. So stick around right to the end. And by the way, we've got a few challenges to make this video pretty interesting. Challenge number 1, find the most expensive motorhome or camper van at the show. Challenge number 2, find the most interesting or useful gadget. Challenge number 3, find the most affordable motorhome or camper van. Not sure that's going to be possible here. We'll do our very best. And challenge number 4, buy my wife Jazz a birthday present. That one does slightly terrify me. At a camper van show, I'm not sure what I'm going to find, but it's a birthday in 3 days. I have left it a little bit late, I'm going to be honest. So if I don't get one here, I'm pretty much screwed. So enough of that. Let's get into this absolute beast of a show. We've got 4 challenges to complete. Going to make it interesting. Come on, let's go. So just before we get into the exciting part of exploring around all of the halls at the NEC Motorhome Show 2025, we actually made our way over to the Wire Forest book stand, which is just off the Inspiration Theatre. And the team at Wire Forest kindly sell all of our guidebooks. So if you ever come to one of the shows, make sure you head there. We actually signed a few of the guidebooks, said hello to some of the team. To that incredible handwriting, the neatest handwriting we've got. And then got into the exciting stuff of finding the most expensive, the most affordable, the best gadget, and of course, a birthday present for Jazz. Let's get into it. Now, if I was an expensive motorhome or camper van, where would I live at this show? I mean, that one looks an absolute beast, so maybe let's head in that direction. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Most affordable. Show offer it's only 10 grand. 10 grand for this motorhome. Nah, maybe not. So we've made it round to the Frankia stand. There's no backpacks allowed in the motorhome, so I'm gonna have to ditch my backpack. But for a whopping £203,000, this beauty can be yours. Not sure it's the most expensive one at the show, and my eyes are watering just reading that cut. Have a little look inside and see exactly what we're getting for 203 grand. But I mean, you want a camper van where you can bring your friends, your family. Maybe this is it. Not sure if these fake flowers come with it. I'd hope they wouldn't for 203 grand. But yeah. I'm just going to go that way and take a quick look at the bed. We've got a bit of an island bed going on here. Access from both sides. It's an absolute beast. Having owned a camper van that's no longer than 6 meters, never really driven one bigger than 6 meters. Not sure how I would cope, to be honest. And I'm not sure for that kind of money, I'd be slightly worried about damaging it. I don't know about you guys watching at home, but it's amazing though. Now, obviously I'm not doing this justice. I'm not going through too many of the specs, but it is a 4 to 6 berth based on a Mercedes-Benz, and it's 8.1 meters long. I'm just reading a few of the specs here. 2.3 meters wide. Again, I'm not sure how I would drive this. Some of the roads I've been down in the last couple of years would be pretty scary, but it's absolutely stunning. So if you've got 200 grand to drop, this Frankia 8400 QD Platin is probably the one for you. Is it the most expensive at the show? I've no idea. We're going to keep walking about, but it's a good start. Come on, let's go and find something else. We made it to the Project Yonder stand, and we've actually got the most expensive one so far. So the one on show today, this absolute beast. I presume it's a 4x4, 225 grand. I absolutely love the design on it. It's a lot more sleek than a traditional sort of coach built. Colours look insane. I'm quite interested to see what you get for your money, but just taking a look at it, it looks like you could drive this through like the fjords of Iceland. Even with all the volcanoes going off, I think this would probably get you through it. So yeah, we'll go and have a quick look. So I think what makes this so expensive or so top end, other than the fact that all of the mod cons are fitted, it's obviously the Mercedes Sprinter 4-wheel drive. I think it's like, is it the 2-litre model, 190 brake horsepower? Anyway, it's fitted with stuff like Starling, the all-terrain tyres, the VBR suspension. So not only is the chassis and the drive going to be amazing, fit inside is obviously top notch. Is it worth 225k? I'll leave you guys to decide, but it looks absolutely incredible. I would love this, I'll be honest. I don't think the missus would be happy if I came home with this. We can tick off the birthday present. So it actually turns out there's a model here. We're just making a hash of this video. 238k as exhibited, and it's 190 brake horsepower, 4-wheel drive. Don't really know off the top of my head what's so different, but yeah, maybe the snorkel. Is that worth an extra 18k or whatever it is? 238k. Wow, 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 wow.
Thank you. Thanks.
So behind us, we've got one of the brand new converted T7 V-dubs. Now the T7s have obviously caused quite a bit of controversy in the V-dub community. Obviously they're now manufactured, I believe, by Ford, so you've got a lot of the Ford elements to them. I think this company's making body kits and that to kind of put a bit more edge on the design, but I'd be interested to see what you guys think of T7. Personally, don't think they look that bad, especially with the conversion when you've got everything pop top, all the extras. But this one behind, as you can see, is 82k for a brand new T7. Probably have a little look inside, just if you are thinking of going down the V-dub route. So yeah, let's go and do it. Now, interestingly, with V-dubs, there's only so much room to play with, and it's quite interesting to see the different manufacturers, how they go about custom builders and building their own specs inside. I have to say on this one, the finish is just impeccable. Yeah, it's incredible. Hot top is awesome. They've got like this LED strip lighting at the top. 82 grand sounds like a lot. When you see the leather finish and all the accessories, you can probably understand why it is that kind of level. It's a brand new vehicle. Yeah, very impressed by this one. So there's an option over there as a present I can get for my wife, Jazz. Been to one of the campervan shows before. You won't see it from here, but it's like, ladies watching this, I'm going to butcher this because I'm not sure exactly what you describe it as, but it's like a wrap thing that can be made into trousers or a skirt. Is that a thing? It's quite useful, and Jazz liked it, and I've already bought that, so I can't go back with another one. Maybe if we get a close-up, you'll be able to tell what it is. So this is the one. So yeah, if you come into the NEC show, or you see this lady at any of the other shows, come and see them because they are great. So the third challenge of today is finding something, I was going to say a motorhome and a campervan that's more affordable. I'm not sure this counts as a motorhome or a campervan, but it looks more affordable. I'm going to have a look. So it's branded as a medium garden lodge. Looks like something that you'd get in Scandinavia. You could potentially put it on a chassis and tow it. Could be like a caravan. But yeah, 10,850 quid. More affordable? I don't know. So behind me, we've got the Yeti stand. And we see Yeti quite a lot places with some really cool accessories and the insulated flasks. And my wife Jazz is a sucker for an insulated flask, so I think I've just found her a birthday present. All of you guys that are watching thinking you bought Jazz an insulated flask for a birthday, we're now getting old. This is sort of the highlight, the peak of our lives. We're buying insulated flasks. That's where we're at, so go and take a look at what we can get. But I'm sure she'll be happy with it. I think she will. Now, if I was Jazz, what colour would I get? That's the difficult bit. Now, before you ask if I'm cheaping out, this is actually 40 quid. They didn't say, but she's big on the old, you know, the flippy water bottle. I'm just demonstrating in case those of you out there have no idea how to drink alcohol. But yeah, Yeti Rambler, that's definitely a premium. I think I'm going to get this all. That ticks off the Jazz present, maybe? Yeah, we'll get it anyway. I think she'll like it. So yeah, job done. There we go, job done. So we've come onto the van work stand, and these guys always do quality builds. I don't think the price is beyond 238. It ain't the most expensive, but the inside is so sleek. The all-terrain tyres, and the wheel combination just looks hooked up. So yeah, if you're into this style of van, come and check these guys out. They just do some really mint stuff. Let's go and see what the price is at. So then 1.7, and then you can upgrade for, I presume it's the roof rack, the ladder, the bits and bobs on top. But again, the finish, the aesthetic of the van, it is pretty sleek, pretty contemporary, you would say. It's definitely not like a coach built. And yeah, lovely stuff. If I had a spare around 50 plus VAT, I'd probably get one of these, and I'd probably get a few more vans. But yeah, I'm just talking like I've got all the money in the world right now. Yeah, real nice van. Very much on the hunt for the most expensive one. It just seemed to go up in price with the Caravans, is the brand called? I'm a bit of an amateur when it comes to motorhomes. 164. It's not a winner. Look, I'll have a look at this one. 186, so we're getting there. We're not quite. Some nice Malibu camper vans. To be honest, Malibu is a brand that I've had my eye on because They go down a bit more of a coach built route for camper vans. So like your 6 meters based on like a Ducato or a Boxer, but the finish is slightly more modern and contemporary. So if you want that like perfect mix of like a custom built camper van, coach built, like I think Malaga is a really good place to start if you're looking to buy a brand new camper van. So that's where I would definitely recommend to check out first. Even if you're not in the market for something so expensive, brand new, older models, you can get a good gist at these shows of what layouts that you like, what bed preference, whether you want a pop top, whether you want revolving seats in the front, all of that good stuff really. So coming to one of these shows, it's kind of fun to look at the really expensive stuff that's out of most people's price range. But if you are practically looking to get camper vans, just come and have a look around, because layout is so important when it comes to motorhomes and camper vans. We're on our second van and the layout is awful, and we thought we had it perfect and we need to change it. So I'll definitely be looking for some layouts for inspiration. Anyway, back to the challenges. We've got to find the most affordable camper van and motorhome. I have no idea where we're going to find that. We've got to find the best gadget, and the other 2 challenges are done. Kind of, maybe. Carry on anyway. So we've just made it to the Adria stand. Now, many people know Adria as one of the bigger motorhome sort of manufacturers, and they've got some interesting stuff for their 2026 models. And the good thing with Adria, for example, I don't know the name of the model, but you can often have it on Mercedes chassis or Ducato chassis, so you've got the option. It's interesting because we've been trying to hunt out the most expensive, the biggest, the grandest. It's nice to see Adria with sort of more of the mid-range pricing. For example, this model behind starts at 78k, which sounds very expensive, but when we've been looking at 150k plus camper vans and motorhomes, it seems way more reasonable. And in the second-hand market, after 5 or 10 years, these models will obviously filter down to probably more acceptable price. But yeah, let's just have a quick look at this model, because it looks fascinating. This is the one that's priced at 78 grand upwards. Obviously, it's going to be more with mod cons, etc. But I think it's good to just show this side of the market rather than ultra premium, ultra mega expensive. Because I presume not many people watching the video is going to have 200 quid in the back burner. 200 quid. Hopefully a few of you will have 200 quid. Whether you've got 200k, I don't know. So for something a little bit different, we've made it over to the Swift stand, and we're going to have a look inside the Caravan. There's obviously people who do our road trips and read our guidebooks that do have Caravans. So I don't want to exclude you from this video. The one we were about to jump in, some guys just jumped in. So let's have a look at this one. I mean, I have no idea if these prices are right, because I couldn't tell you what a Caravan costs. But this Conqueror 645 is showing a price of 39k, which, yeah, I have no idea if that's good value. I'll be honest, I'm not an expert when it comes to Caravans, but we will have a look in when it's our turn. Island style bed, very comfortable, nice view out the window so you can park on the campsite, overlooking the beach. It's a lovely view, this view of Birmingham. Vertical style fridge, is that what they call Dometic? Which looks like it runs off gas and electric, so even if you're off grid, you've got options. The space and the options and the layout variations you can get in a Caravan, obviously, versus a motorhome or a camper van, just, yeah, these are the better options. It's just the towing, the unhooking and that side of it that people tend to struggle with. But Caravans these days, from when I was a kid, when my mum and dad had one, I was dead embarrassed of it. It used to sit on the front of my driveway and I'd hate it. So we've made it to the Loudon stand. Interestingly, I saw a video of this by Jackie and Richard, our friends over at Early Retirement Wanderlust. And this is the Cliff 5.4. It's based on a 5.4 metre motorhome, so a medium wheel-based Ducato. It's got a pop top and it's got this interesting step feature which I'll try and show you. It's got this, instead of a ladder to go up to the pop top, you've got this really interesting step formation which is pretty innovative. This vehicle on display here is actually 63k. It started at 61. So if you're looking for something that's more affordable, entry level, could this be the best value? Build quality is awesome. The cab is completely closed off, which helps with thermal properties. If it's hot, if it's cold, you can lock it all in the back. Yeah, we'll go and take a look inside, because I think this, as a more entry-level, affordable van, could be one to look at. As we can see by this big sign, Caravan Design Award, Hot Top Caravan winner. These are so cool. If you're looking for that vintage, almost Airstreamer look, this is it. I know who would love one of these. and I'm not getting it for a birthday. A, I can't afford it, and B, I'm not towing it around. But these look a bit. I'll try and get a look inside because I'm sure, looking from the outside, they look top notch. I'm not sure what the inside's going to look like, but come on, a ton of it. So I presume the advantage of having a pop-top roof caravan is that it's a lower profile when you're driving. You don't have to worry about higher bridges and stuff. Anybody that's got one of these, let me know in the comments. I think that would be the common sense answer. But yeah, it's a nice finish in here, and I'd be interested to know the price, because I think based on the pop top and the design, it might actually be a lot more affordable. So we'll take a look at the price, but very impressed. Never seen one of these before, not inside at least. Yeah, love it. This touring 530, it's 34k. So yeah, interesting proposition, pop top roof caravan. Let me know in the comments what you actually make it. I think it's really cool. 34k, I think that's very good value for money. Sure, we can find better though. We've got to find the most affordable / best value for money campervan and motorhome. The Cliff 540 possibly going to be it so far, but we've got another whole half of the NEC to explore. And by the way, if you're here this year, you'll know how big they are in October. You're probably going to need a couple of days if you want to fully explore all of the stands. Yeah, we're going to carry on, get our step count up, see what we can find. So we're on the Heimer stand now, and this thing, I saw it and my eyes lit up. It looks so cool. I don't know what it is, but we'll obviously go and have a look. 226 is the price. I don't quite think it's ticked the most expensive one at the show so far that we found today, but it's an absolute beast. Just looking at the pop top, it looks probably insulated. It's got a really weird design. Definitely all-terrain tyres. It's going to be an all-wheel drive vehicle, but the way that the back opens up, very peculiar, very interesting. This would be so much fun in somewhere like Norway or Iceland, doing a bit of off-grid, a bit of off-roading. Mental. I'd love one of these, to be honest. Looking for the most expensive vehicle at the show. Real idea here would do it.
Fargo, maybe.
It's just
This man might have a better idea. Who's likely to have the most expensive vehicle at the show?
Josie Gibson's here, isn't she, today? And she's in one where they can put a car inside it. I think it's £500,000.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, wow. I don't know what stand it's on, but it's definitely in there.
Thanks, guys. £500,000. Jesus. If you've got £500,000 to drop on a motorhome, wouldn't you just buy like a hotel? I don't know. There's got to be somebody who would buy it, else they wouldn't make it. But it's definitely not me, I can tell you. My face is just lit up as we turn the corner. I mean, if we're not under the most expensive section, man, I don't know why there's a huge queue to get into this place. Am I sad enough to queue up? Yeah, we'll queue up and take a look inside this, but I'm presuming this is the beast. Potentially where you can get a car in the back of it. In fact, I think I can see the car. We'll have a walk around the outside first, see if we can get inside. Look at the sun. Sides pop out, like one of those huge, like American hardcore style ones where the sides pop out. It's pretty nutty, just in case you wanted to store a car underneath, you know, aerials. I mean, if you look at the size in there, you could probably fit a treadmill with disbelief. Let's go and queue and have a look. In we go to the most expensive motorhome, if you can call it a motorhome, here in the NEC. £564,000 will buy you this Morello absolute beast of a vehicle. Obviously this is based on a left-hand cab, but I mean, just the seat, just even the seat, I'm happy with the seat. Like, forget the rest of the build. I think it's the most comfortable seat I've ever been in. You got to ask the question as I'm spinning around, catching things that I don't want to damage. Who is this aimed for? 565k. Somebody with a fair few quid lying around, that's for sure. Looking like we've got a 40-inch TV here. If I was driving, I could take my hands off the wheel temporarily, turn around, quick game of cards, eat my breakfast. That's a towel rail. I thought it was a dishwasher. So I think we've got a sliding door here, which would probably separate the lounge area with the bathroom area. Yeah, there we go. Bathroom. Okay, yeah, so we've got a sliding door on each bit. So this section will completely close off. Reminds me of a very nice hotel. I mean, they've even got the Dior perfume on show. Is that included with the 565k? I'd be angry if it wasn't. It's one of them. A lot of people are saying, why would you not buy a house, a very good house? I mean, the bathroom in here is better than my bathroom at home. Goes without saying, the bedroom. There's obviously a little TV here. Plenty of storage, as you can imagine. I just can't figure out how I would drive this going around somewhere like the Lake District or the Scottish Highlands. You wouldn't need to because the car that's underneath will cart you about. Pretty impressive. I'm not going to stay in here too long because there's a big queue outside, but we've got domestic air conditioning in the roof. I think there's 2 of these, keeping the van cool and also warm. And I'm sure there's many features that I don't even know that it's got. 565 grand. Is this good value? I have no idea, but it's a hell of a lot of money and it's pretty impressive. So yeah, let's get out of here before we get charged. Now, a number of the shows, the caravan and campervan shows, you get the same sort of gadgets and accessories. A lot of them are like alternative magnetic therapies. These like JML products you'd expect to see in like Wilco's with the video, where it's like a mop cleaning something up. I'm a bit skeptical because there was like a guy selling a plastic device that you put bread in and make a toasty in the microwave. Last time I checked, a toasty in the microwave, can't see the logic behind it. Anyway, it's this part of the video where I've got to find the best or most useful gadget, and I don't think a toasty microwave device is the one. So we're going to see what we can find. I have no idea, but that's the last challenge, and then we can get home. Now, one of the stores we come to is bags for everything, and it sounds very boring, very basic. But if you guys do any campervan motorhome, there's always something you need a bag for, whether it's your walking boots, whether it's your mattress topper, there is always something. I presume these guys have got it. I'm not sure it's the most useful or the best gadget here, but it's definitely something that I've needed over the years. I think I'm going to have to try a bit harder though. Come on. This one could be quite useful. Oh look, there's 3 dog treats in it. Reinvented. What's... Oh, I get it, right. Okay, so there's a little pouch on the top here. So let me do it back up. I've got 2 left hands. So let's presume I'm walking the dog and I decide I want to give him a treat. I don't want to do the zip. I can just grab him through the top. It's not like particularly madly over-engineered, but it makes complete sense. That's quite useful. Oh, sorry. Oops. I quite like that. The dicky bag. There you go.
Airtight bin. So you put your clean bags in here. Then when you've picked up, rather than getting left with this parading around for a few hours, you just drop it in. It seals up into an airtight bag. So the job's done instantly. And then it just fits onto any type of lead. So you've got your normal lead, you just click it on. If you've got an extendable lead, it just sits under the handle. So when you're doing those long hikes or just nice walks, you haven't got a nasty stinky bag in your hand.
To be honest, there's a few use cases for this in the van. Places you go where you can't obviously put it in the bin.
Yes.
And what we end up doing is sometimes we put it on the windscreen or we tie it around something on the van.
Yeah.
And then you drive off, totally forget, and it's like, oh, literally.
Oh.
You know what? I actually think this could be the most useful gadget to show. If you're a dog owner.
Yes, yeah. Well, you got wild campers as well, don't forget. But we do 5 sizes for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
They're all handmade in Cornwall. So that's your extra small.
Yeah.
That's your small. Then you go up to medium. Then you got a bigger diameter for a pretty much obvious reason. That's normally a bigger dog, which means more of a handful. You don't want to be trying to squeeze a handful in a smaller aperture. So that's why that goes up to there. And then you've got your large, slightly taller again, or your extra large. The beauty is they literally weigh nothing. Large?
Yeah, and it's going to be more for having in the van.
Keeping, yes, exactly.
Yeah, let's go in there.
Yeah, so if it's raining, water just runs off the outside. It's quite tactile.
God, that is it's pleasing to the hand. There we go. I know this doesn't apply if you haven't got a dog, although she said there's wild campers that potentially might use this. A dog poo bag that's completely odour-free. There are times when you obviously can't find a bin, so we do end up inadvertently carrying on to the dog's poo. It sounds pretty grim. So yeah, I think this is the one. We're going to take it.
Yeah.
There you go. Cha-ching.
See, better than a
Job
treat
done.
bag.
So after much deliberation, lots of cookies and gadget finds, I think we found the most affordable motorhome at the show. I could be wrong because we've walked around all these halls and you get a bit of brain fog because there's so much to look at. But this I think is it. And it's priced at 52,595. So it's the 2026 Expedition Auto Trail. I think we better have a look inside because I think at this price, it's got to be the most affordable. I'm going to put my cookies down and we'll go and take a look. This is based on the 5.4 model. So if you're looking for a camper van that's quite compact, easy to drive, this is the one to go for. So we've got the Dometic. I presume this is the double hob gas Dometic cooker. We've got the sink. There's even a Thetford oven, which is a nice touch. Swivel seats on the front, the captain's chairs, which I presume are going to be quite comfy. Yeah. Oh yes. Thetford fridge. Plenty of fridge space. Oh, look, plenty of storage. In here, I'm guessing there's going to be a bathroom, shower. And then in the back, if you can see, we've obviously got the lounge seats, which are going to convert, I presume, into a double bed. Plenty of overhead storage. You know what? I actually think for a brand new camper van for 52k, considering everything we've seen today, all of the different specs, all of the different models, finish on this for this price, it's fantastic. It's not quite as long, so again, the bigger the vehicle, generally the more you spend. 52k, looking at the build, the finish, the look of the van, I think this has to be the most affordable van here today. This is it. It's a great van, and it's 52k brand new. I actually don't think that's that bad. Impressed, very impressed. Our work here is done. I think this is the van, which means it's one step closer to cookie time. So there we have it. That is our day at the NEC Motorhome Show 2025 done. We've bought a load of questionable goods. If we consume what's in this bag, it's guaranteed diving in. But I just want to say a massive thank you for watching. It's a bit of a new video for me, this. I always enjoy coming to these shows. We normally do talks, we normally have the Nova's travel guide stand. Walking around being followed by a camera, it's just something that's a bit weird and alien. But we've had good fun exploring all these motorhomes. And when you guys come here, top tips, just pace yourself. There are a lot of halls to get around. There's plenty of places to eat and drink. So you're going to be fine on that department. But when you're looking at all of the camper vans, the motorhomes, the accessories, just kind of take your time. If you're interested in a couple of the models or layouts, just take photos. I think that's the best thing. You can go home on the drive home. If you're not driving, obviously, you can flip through, see what you like, see what you don't like. And they're just a great opportunity to get out, make a day of it, and see what potential camper van or motorhome layout that you like. If you've got 565k, you can obviously come and buy the Big Daddy that fits the car under it. If you haven't got that sort of money, there are more affordable options. And if you're in the second-hand market, like I said earlier, coming to these shows, it's perfect just to figure out what accessories, what features you like on these newer vans. And then the second-hand market, you can go out, plan and find the van of your choice. Every different video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've got birthday presents, I've got dog poo bins, I've got cookies, yeah, everything but a new camper van. Bit good. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, like, hit the subscribe button if you're new. You can catch us on Instagram over at Robbie Roams and Nova's Travel Guides. And if you want to go one step further and support the channel, go and check out our guides either on my own website, which is robbieroams.com, or on Nova's Travel Guides. I can't wait to tuck into these. I think me and Al are going to go and grab some wood because I'm starving. So yeah, we'll leave it there.